Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Vanessa, Nessa, Sessa, Yaya, V, all of the above depending who you are. Happy New Year's from me to your family. I wanted to share 24 lessons that I've gained from this year. I stole this idea from Libby here on YouTube. I had a lot of great moments in this year, but closer to the end of the year, it just got really low. I did spend a lot of time working on myself this year, and I am proud of how far I've come on that journey. So I thought it would be fun for me to share a few of the lessons that I've gained from this year. People will make jokes at the things they admire in you or the things that makes them feel uncomfortable. A lot of the times when people make a comment on something you're doing, it's because one, it either makes them really uncomfortable, it's something that they can't imagine themselves doing, or something that they feel like wouldn't be acceptable. What people tend to do is either make a joking comment about something you're doing that they admire, or something that makes them uncomfortable. So don't allow comments of people belittling things you're doing to steer you off your track. Your visions are not meant to be seen by others, so stop asking if they see it. Others don't have the same mindset or viewpoints or creativity that you have. So when you have a vision, the reason why it is different and the reason why other people can see it is because it's unique to you. Starting is the hardest part of everything. Anything you do, the starting process is always the scariest. We overthink it, we doubt ourselves. That is the hardest part. So when it comes to you doing something, just start. Everyone is doing the best they can based on how they've been shaped by life. That could be based on their experiences, their upbringing, people they've encountered, their parents. All of that is what shapes a human being. So when you encounter someone, the interaction you have with them is going to be limited to their ability to love another person. It's going to be based on their value system. So give them grace and don't expect too much. Growth happens through discomfort. The reason why it's so hard for you to transfer lessons that you've learned or things you've gathered through life is because the discomfort is what makes people get the lessons. So you can only grow through discomfort. So it is almost inevitable. It's necessary, or you won't get the lessons of life, which is why it's very difficult for our parents to pass down lessons to us, because we won't get it. Our hearts have to be broken, our feelings have to be hurt, we have to be betrayed in order to understand what it really means. That's the circle of life. Unfortunately, the next generation are going to go through exactly what we went through, and there's no way we can stop them from going through it. It's okay to cry. This one is a challenging one for me because this year started off with me wanting to work on being more vulnerable and ask God to help you grow through something, and he's going to give you a reason. He's going to give you a lesson so that you can work on that muscle or work on that thing that you want to work on. Because I always feel really uncomfortable with the idea of crying. I've cried so much this year. It's insane. So it's okay to cry. Your mind is only as limited as you allow it to be. The human mind is so powerful. Your mind is so powerful in the things that it can create. All of the limitations you have in life is because of your mind. And when you choose to go past that or thrive or grow, it starts with your mind. It starts with that thought, in changing that thought process. Share your progress, not your goals. You can have a goal, keep it to yourself. Once you start the progress, share that part of the journey. Consistency creates discipline. It goes hand in hand. Work on consistency. When you work on consistency, you create a certain level of discipline. If someone else can do it, so can you. It just depends on how badly you really want it. How do you work out day to day? Or like, how can you sit there and sew your own wig? How can you sit there and change your hairstyle so often by yourself? There's all of these questions. It just depends if you want it or not. Anything you want in life, you will make happen. You will put the time and effort into the most uncomfortable things if you want to do it. The world is set up to validate your beliefs of the world. I'm gonna let that sink in. This one is a big one because with social media, we now live in our own individual bubble. The people I follow are like-minded to me. The things I see online are going to be curated to what I like. The phone is going to predict the things that I like. The algorithm is all about what you like, what is appealing to you. If you indulge in negative thoughts, in negativity, that is what your world, your online world is going to look like. So the world will always validate your viewpoint you already have of the world. So you have to be able to step outside of that to change that viewpoint and be very conscious in not just surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Until you've worked through your trauma, you will always be a victim of life. This is one that I've learned since going to therapy. Until you actually heal and understand where those trauma comes from and maybe understand why you do them and try to change them, you will always be a victim to life, to your circumstances. Your views of the world is just that. Your views, not facts. Sometimes we forget that. So we cheat ourselves from gaining new knowledge because we think we have the answers to things when we don't. We just have experiences of things. My sister and I, growing up in the same house, could have completely different experiences of the household, and both experiences are valid. And sharing those experiences are going to make me aware of things that I wasn't aware of, which is gaining knowledge. And the same thing for her. Accept people for who they are, or you will always be disappointed. It goes back to the fact that people are doing the best they can based on the knowledge they have during that time and based on their upbringing. If somebody is in your life and they're not an honest person, rather than get so caught up on wishing that they were an honest person, just understand that that's just who they are, and you're not going to be able to share certain information or share certain life experiences with them, and that's okay, and just keep it pushing. And sometimes accepting does not mean you are allowing them in your life or in your personal space. You can accept people without allowing them in your personal space. Everything happens for a reason. This isn't just from this year. This quote is a quote or saying that I've believed in for a very long time. I do feel as though every opportunity, every door that has opened, every door that has closed, every jobs that you've worked at, all of those things happen for a reason. They are meant to get you to where you're meant to be. So no experiences should be taken lightly or small. Everything is put in place to shape you into who you are meant to be and the destination of where you need to get. Life goes on, baby. Life is gonna always keep moving. I have this tattoo on my arm. This is also one that I've always believed in. No matter what circumstances you're going through in life, life is gonna continue to go on. This can be very lonely and it could be motivating at the same time. Once again, it depends on how you view the world. You can experience some of the darkest things in life, whether it's losing someone, heartbreak, disappointment. You can feel so alone in that because life is continuing. The people in your lives who even love you are moving on with their lives. They're going through their day-to-day activities, not because they don't care about you, but because life continues. It goes on. And the same thing can apply to, let's say, if you've been thinking about expanding your knowledge in a certain field, but you're putting it off because it might take you 2 years to get that done. Those 2 years are going to come and go regardless if you have a degree or not. So look at those years as, I could either be getting this degree for those 2 years that might come and go fast, or I could not. Life will always go on. So use that positively, even though it can feel lonely at the same time. Failure is better than not starting. You can only get better after starting. And by failing, it means that you're only getting better. When you fail something, you're expanding your knowledge. Not starting will always keep you stagnant. You can never grow by not starting, but you're always going to grow once you start something. And failure is always going to be better than not starting something at all, because not starting is based in fear, and you don't want to live your life that way. Action breeds more clarity than thoughts. Rather than sit and let things roam around in your head and what ifs, and what if I did this, oh but that's scary, but what if this happened, just do the thing. Doing the thing is going to give you the clarity that you're looking for, the clarity that you are seeking to understand whether the direction you're going in is right or not. Life is neutral. You are responsible for how you define it. This is one that my boyfriend has been saying a lot lately, and it really resonates with me because of the multiple conversations we have. And that is, life is neutral. It just is. It's just life. It's how you take the things that happen to you, or the things that are occurring, how you translate it, how you view it negatively or positively, then it becomes something. You're the one putting meaning behind certain things. Someone could hurt you and you can look at it as they didn't intentionally hurt me, or you could look at it as they intentionally hurt me. Whichever route you choose to go on is yours, is based on your beliefs and all of that. Happiness is not a destination, it's the way of getting there. It's the way of getting there. Oftentimes through life, we're all guilty of this, where we're trying to feel the need of being happy. We're like, once I get the house, I'm gonna be happy. Once I get that job, I'm gonna be so happy. Once I buy that new outfit, I'm gonna be so happy. But happiness is accepting the things you have in the now, exactly how life is accepting it and loving it and being happy in that. That is literally your way of getting to happiness. There's no destination you're going to arrive to that is going to make you happy. You just have to be happy. I'm gonna let that simmer a bit. Spend the time building habits and not just routine. Routines can be broken. Life can happen and break up your routine. Routines are important, of course, but building habits are way more important, because once something is a habit of yours, you will always just do it. You just naturally do it because it's now a habit versus just a routine. Rule your mind or it'll rule you. Understand the thoughts that are coming through your mind and try to stay on top of it and try to be in control of it. If not, it will run you and run your day and run your feelings. The mind is very, very clever. Your opinions of others are solely based on your personal set of beliefs. This is where projections come into place. We project a lot based on our own individual beliefs. We look at other people's lifestyle and the decisions they make, and we give an opinion based on our personal beliefs. Once again, it does not make it right or truthful, and it's very easy to give an opinion on someone's life that you're not standing in. So your beliefs system is solely what you're making those opinions based off. So just be conscious of that. Your brain cannot distinguish a fake smile from a real smile. You'll get the same benefit from either. So fake it until you make it. This one is just so interesting to me. I love like little things like this, like signs in general. It's just the fact that your body, it's so naive in a sense that you can trick it into believing anything. You can trick yourself into believing anything, and that goes for a smile. If you fake a smile, you're going to get the same dopamine from that fake smile as you will from a real smile. So sometimes it's hard because you have to make it a habit. Once again, you have to build that into yourself. But there's times where when I wake up or when I'm in just such a bad mood, I'll just like just fake a smile. When you fake a smile, you can instantly feel your chest lightening up. Like, try it right now at home. Just smile and see what happens. That's it, guys. Happy New Year. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout this year. I look forward to seeing you through 2025. Subscribe if you're not already, and like the video if you made it to the end. I will catch you guys when I catch you. Stay humble, stay fashionable, stay stylish, and bye guys.